The NBA is filled with a lot of young talent and a lot of bright superstars. Many of these players are unique, but a lot of them carry similar skill sets and play styles to the NBA legends of the past. As you can tell by the title, in this video I'm going to be comparing NBA players today to the NBA legends of the past. So let's get started with my first player, and that's Donovan Mitchell. If I had to compare Donovan Mitchell to anybody, it would be Dwayne Wade, and specifically a young D Wade. Firstly, both are undersized for their position, with Mitchell being a 6-foot shooting guard and D Wade also being a shooting guard, but standing a bit taller at 6'4", but that's still shorter than the average shooting guard, so roughly 6'5" or 6'6". So both are undersized, but what else? Well, both are very athletic. D Wade has an array of posters on players and centres around the league, and Mitchell has won the dunk contest in 2018. Their starts to their careers have been very similar also. When Wade was 24, he had spent 3 years in the league, and Mitchell is currently 24 in his 4th year. If we compare their stats over these years up until this point, you can see that these two are very similar. Wade has higher steals because he's a much better defender, but Mitchell shoots a lot better than Wade from 3 because Wade wasn't much of a 3-point shooter or even a jump shooter for that matter. For his first 3 years, only 36% of the shots he attempted were from 10 feet out or further. So in my opinion, Donovan Mitchell is a modern day version of Dwayne Wade. One final thing to add is that their situations are very similar. Wade won a championship in 2006, which was his 3rd season in the league, and he had a great centre in Shaq as his teammate. Mitchell is currently sitting at the 1st seed in the West with the help of his teammate Rudy Gobert. He has led the Jazz to the best record in the NBA with 27 wins and 9 losses. I'm not saying the Jazz will win the title, but they sure are contenders. Now on to my next comparison, which you've probably heard hundreds of times already, but that's Luka Doncic and Larry Bird. The first similarity is that they're both all-around players. For his career, Larry Bird averaged 24 points and 10 rebounds with 6 assists, and Luka is averaging 25 points, 8.5 rebounds and 7.5 assists for his career. Both players are small forwards and roughly the same height, with Luka being roughly 6'7", 6'8", and Larry Bird being 6'9". Both are extremely skillful, which is because they both aren't overly athletic, as they're white. Another similarity. The biggest difference is efficiency. Larry Bird was extremely efficient, being a part of the 50-40-90 club, but Luka, as good as he is, isn't as efficient as Bird, especially from 3. But that brings me on to my next point. Luka will make the shots when it really matters. Luka is clutch, and we've seen it time and time again, with game winners in the regular season, for example against the Celtics, and game winners in the playoffs the year before against the Clippers. It was actually eerie because it was the same spot, same result. But even before that, he had game winners against Portland and big time buckets against the Rockets in his rookie season. Being clutch was a staple of Larry Bird's career, and Luka is following in those footsteps. And now for my final player, we have someone who's been in the league for a while now, and that player is Kevin Durant. You might be thinking, wait, KD is one of the most unique players we've ever seen. Who can you compare him to? And you'd be right in saying that, but this player, who I'm going to compare him to, had a career ruined by injuries, and that player is Tracy McGrady. A prime T-Mac was one of the most elite players in the game and one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen. He led the league in scoring in back-to-back years, and over those 2 years, he averaged 30. The first similarity is just that, they are both elite scorers. KD is the best scorer in the NBA today, in my opinion. He's extremely efficient and has no weak areas on the court, and you can see that when you compare his career shot chart to T-Mac's as well. Both players are efficient and can score from every area on the floor. Then the second similarity is height. KD is listed at 6'9", but when you really look at him, he's more like 6'11" to 7 foot, and T-Mac is listed at 6'8". Both are tall for their positions, as T-Mac was a shooting guard and KD is a small forward. Now I'm going to show you MVP Kevin Durant stats and a prime T-Mac stats. Let's see if you can tell who's who. Just looking at the stats, you can see how eerily similar they are. Every stat besides shooting percentages have a difference of less than 1. Think about that. Everything about these 2 seasons are almost identical, and even their 3-point percentages are only separated by 0.5%. That's insane. The player on the left was Kevin Durant and the player on the right is Tracy McGrady. Who do you think was better, even though they are basically identical? The shot charts show their play style and scoring styles are very similar, and the stats just reflect that. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Which comparison was the closest and which one was furthest away? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you drop a like, and if you want a part 2, let me know as well. I'll be sure to make another if you want one. If you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe to never miss a video. The support lately has been amazing, thanks to every single one of you, because now we're at 50 subscribers. But that's all from me for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you like and subscribe. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one.